Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to today's Link to the Past Challenge Cup Finals Game 2. Could decide it all today between two very fine competitors who have scratched, clawed, and fought their way to this point. Now, Dragonstrike with a 1-0 lead over his competitor, Rascalnicough, could finish the job today in our finals match. I'm Pro A007 and very happy to be joining you today. And on the mic is Benny Burrito. Welcome.
Hello, everyone.
So, as stated, Dragonstrike with a 1-0 lead will try and close the deal here. We are off. Well, our first item off the bat is a big one, the flippers.
What are you hoping to see as we start this seed? Is there anything in particular you want to see happen?
Well, before we get to that, we have crystals Eastern and in Desert, red crystal in Desert. Nice magic pick up there for Rascal and Dragon getting the same. Now, as far as what I'd like to see, well, I'd like to see Agar required, pendant required, all pendants required, you know, the usual.
I think to go out with a bang, get all dungeons all the time.
Absolutely. And, Dragon, of course, being the 1 seed of the tournament, is obviously favored, I would say. For Rascal, I think what he really needs at this point is as the crazier the seed, I think the better his chances, because that'll help level the playing field a little bit. So, although flippers right off the bat would not suggest that we're going to get something crazy, but seed is still young.
Yeah, but with flips, you can get some crazy plays. Let's see some crazy plays. Let's get those divergences. Make this interesting.
Yeah. Follow the logic or follow your gut. Logic would suggest that we are heading for a lot of Zora action early. Rascal on his way to Kakariko. Say Dragon's trying to get item pulls at this point.
He's looking for those bombs.
Oh, the flute in the well.
It's a big find.
Yeah, so that starts to beg the question, what are we looking at here for an end game? What's going to be holding them back? Rise for the Swag Duck Anthem? 2 minutes
Easy.
of the seed, no less.
Yeah. When are they going to go to Link's house? When are they going to go to Death Mountain? When are they going to do the water tricks?
A lot of choices here early, and that's very double-edged, especially if some of these items are holding items of consequence.
A lot of ground to cover.
Yeah. Right now, what they're looking for are bombs. And so far, coming up zilch on that, so Rascal going to go into the shop and pay the overpriced $50 for them.
You got to support your local Kakariko economy.
Yeah, what
That guy's
about
got a
that
family.
bottle vendor? I mean, he charges more for...
Glass is a rarity in Hyrule. Assuming those bottles are glass and not like
the
Pyrex.
Mirrors, so that puts Tower of Hera into play. Of course, being a pendant. Now, Rascal and Dragon are going to have to backtrack, clear the decks. So I already come up with 3 major items here in the first 4 minutes of this seed. One thing this seed has not been giving so far is money. Rather poverty-stricken seed.
4 minutes in and only $17? Come on Come on, Seed.
Yeah, you can't even pay. You can't even pay the bottle vendor.
Maybe if they bring the bottle vendor a fish,
Yeah,
of the money.
there's money, love, arrows, power gloves. Hmm.
Valentine's Day was like 2 weeks ago. We don't need so much love. These guys need to work for it.
Rascal has had enough of Kakariko. Kind of an interesting play, given that Bill didn't check race game or the library, but I think he figures not worth it. So he's actually going to do back escape, try and something better there. Magic Cape and 20 bucks is all he's going to get there. So Dragon is actually going down to South Kakariko. First look at Link's house. Okay, there's the money for the bottle vendor. I didn't see
Library.
I didn't see what was in library.
The Red Roop. 20 bones.
And just 3 bombs from the bottle vendor. Race game has got 300 bucks. Go figure.
He's not doing it.
No. I'm a little surprised. There's love in the well. With the mirror, this is a one-way trip, or one-cycle trip.
It's kind of true.
No. Well, that's another matter altogether. Ooh, the Quake medallion. So we got 1/3 of the medallion now.
Just a reminder, guys, as we are starting this off, that this is an open seed, 7-7, nothing special, same thing as the first game.
Yeah. And I believe the option to still change it is still applicable here. So Rascal decided to stick with same settings for game 2 then.
Rascalnicough being like, yo, I can do better than that. I can win this one. He's going to show us that today.
Believes in his strengths. So Red Cane. That's about it.
So they have something, like a weapon.
Yeah, that's their first real sort of offensive weapon here. So Dragon is actually going to desert. Interesting gamble on his part. Gina.
This might be one of those things where you go by the gut.
Yeah, I think that's largely going to be more true for Rascal than Dragon. He's the one playing at a deficit here. Blue Mail and Ice Rod Cave. But, you know, it's one of those things where if you have a 50-50 play, maybe you do what you wouldn't normally do and you hope that it pays off.
Ooh, that's not a payoff.
Gina is up woefully short there. Rascal's going to be able to check now Hobo and do 3/4 of the checks, barring a remarkable influx of money with the Waterfall and Zora. Little hobo love there.
Guy's got a lot of love to give.
Yeah.
But he's only going to give you a little bit of it.
I think that's like 6 pieces of heart so far. So love has been coming in some abundance here early, but in terms of forward progression, we're still not quite there yet. Rascal's going to the waterfall. Dragon's heading towards Hyrule Castle.
Who's going to go up to Death Mountain first, I wonder?
Well, there's the boots and red mail for Rascal, so that's a major find for him.
A lot of red items so far.
Yeah. So, 20 bucks from Uncle, you know, that's his in accordance with his will, I suppose. Just a piece of heart on the ledge, so that's it for that. So, Bonk Rocks are probably next for Rascal. There, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a Death Mountain play. Well, actually, might be a little early for that yet. Maybe check Sarsaparilla first. Get that out of the way. Side.
Red Cane Escape. I'm all for it too, man.
Yeah. You gotta appreciate those off the wall plays. So Rascal's actually now gonna do South Kakariko now that he has the boots. He'll be rewarded with potentially 320 rupees. Okay, saying nope to that.
Not worth the 3 seconds. One thing that's worth noting is that Dragon saw the map, and we also saw the small key in the back of Escape. So we know there's an item in Dark Cross.
There's our first offensive weapon, really, with a baby sword and Escape.
His first sword.
That's a good find. Rascals take the 15-second plunge, get his 300 bucks, closer to off Zora. Rascal's gonna follow Dragonstrike's footsteps.
Dragon's gonna do it. Dark Cross. No, never mind. No, it's not.
I see where he's coming from. If you don't want to go against logic too much, I probably shouldn't. Although he is going to do that here by going to save the old man. That's largely out of expedience's sake. And now with that sword, barring a required fire source, this is actually a completable dungeon.
It is a pendant dungeon.
It is. Although it plays very nicely into your hope that this is all dungeon play.
That wasn't my hope. That was your hope. I just said all dungeon all the time. You're like, I want everything.
Everything. Well, I did say that, yes. So...
But I'm all for it. We could do that. All everything. Let's go.
Yeah.
If Dragon had gotten that 300 rupees, he'd be able to do Zora on this trip.
Yeah. Yeah. Dragon, little defense here with the crabs. It is worth noting that could Aga be in play here because they have what they need to do it.
See the lamp.
Well, okay, without Sans lamp, that's true, but you know. Rascal's on the board with us. his offense. Dragon pays off the bottle vendor. Slashes frustration. Dragon's gonna stop and reset the cycle for the old man.
Smart. Only 2 cabbages would have done him in, so wise play.
Yeah. Rascal is going to go to Dark Cross room. The Spectacle Rock now. Oh, the hammer.
Big deal. That's a big deal.
Yeah. 1 item away from Dark World access and thus nullifying Aga.
Interceptor. How's it going, man?
Uh-oh. Rascal having to resort to Quake to get rid of the snakes.
Yikes.
He's in Dark Cross.
It's a cape. Should he choose to use it?
We're in our first dungeon at the 60-minute mark. All that work for 20 bucks.
Thought the other red crystal was Thieves' Town, but I could be wrong.
So fire source is required for Tower of Hair, it looks like. So, well, magic powder on the floating isle.
I'm gonna do Spiral Cave without the boots.
Yeah, this is gonna be a bit of a slog for him, fortunately. Rascal, still with half a heart, is going to try and escort the old man safely. And he does. Gets a heart container for it.
He gets smoked with a cabbage for it.
Boots were in Waterfall, along with the red mail. Rascal is going to continue up Death Mountain here. Very handsomely rewarded for it. Cool, going off the edge there by saying Moon Pearls, so that takes out
Aghanim is dead, right?
Aghanim is dead, yeah, that killed our hope for that. So Rascal is actually going towards Sarsaparilla. Literacy in Paradox Cave. Well, Rascal getting the money he needs to pay off Zora. That's good news. Bad news is he is a bit of a bind here because he decided to skip out on Spectacle Rock, and that is going to be a fatal error if not rectified soon, as Dragon is on his way into the Dark World. Dragon is actually going to take care of the paranoia check now.
The fact that this is the grand final game 2, you win this and you're the guy, you don't want to leave any checks left behind like this.
Well, unfortunately, there will not be any pendant pulls today. Just pocket change.
Looking like
Rascal is in turn.
it's looking like a pretty dry seed. Nothing special, nothing crazy.
Fortunately, yeah. Fish Dark World. Dragon is going to take a quick run through Skull Woods, it looks like. Which is a crystal. Do the first half of the dungeon.
Oots, we're in the waterfall cave. Along with the red mail. It was a very red waterfall cave.
Yeah.
Here are the divergences we like to see. One's in the light world, one's in the dark world. Both of them doing dungeons. This is good stuff.
Yeah. Rascal is in the Dark World Eastern. There's a shovel for Dragonstrike in Skull Woods. One of
That'll
the
take him
two
back to
items.
the race game.
Yeah. Nothing else in the front. Check big key chest in Skull. He is not. He is going to continue on. Enough money to play all the games. The Village of Outcasts. It is going to check Bumper Cave. Nothing there.
Rascalnicough got nothing out of his eastern dip.
Yeah.
He will have to come back later.
Yeah. So there is that. A small consolation. Dragon is actually kind of going a somewhat atypical route here. He's going in a northern tour. Makes sense, although he's going to be out on King's Tomb because he didn't have boots.
All these little intricacies that kind of play into your routing that the other person can kind of take advantage of.
He might. Hard Graveyard Ledge, not bad. Check out the Tower of Hera. Pulls also scope out of Tower of Hera. And then Tower of Dragon.
Yeah, so Dragon isn't going to make that northern loop to Catfish. He's going back.
Which
So these are the plays I would never think to make.
Well, I see where he's going because Thieves Town is 100% clearable. You get a red crystal out of the way. That makes sense. And yeah, the money is holding it back. And well, not anymore. It isn't. Not commentator, chat curse.
Almost like you guys know what's going to happen before it happens.
Almost. That puts him at 500. He'll have to pay 80 for dig game, but should be well on his way, especially if he does Sarsaparilla at some point.
Rascal picking up the Moon Pearl.
Rascal is heading toward his Dark World destiny.
far we haven't seen very many, big blockbuster treks. Nothing really great has come up. We've got those flippers, we got the flute, we have everything for Dark World, but we haven't seen any, like, wow moments. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking we're heading for a bow end game at this point. If I were to guess at this stage, that would be what I'm going to be holding our runners back. That or maybe the fire rod.
Hey, there's still an ice rod out there, and we're gonna need it.
Yeah? We got our first look at Hype Cave. There's a red shield.
Rascal is one red guy. Bottle number 1.
About a 2.5 out of 10 there. And that's largely dependent on if, and it's a big if Sick Kid is holding something. If it doesn't, then I agree with Ridley. This dropped to a 0. 2.5 with an asterisk.
Asterisk and a footnote.
Yeah. And an appendix and, and a few other things. Okay, 45 for Rascal. Heart.
Where Rascal's going from south to north, he won't be picking up the shovel for the flute kid's little grove thing. This guy right here. You know what I mean?
Stumpy, yes.
Yeah, that thing.
And just $50 from him, so nothing to add on. Dragon is about 3/4 of the way done with Thieves Town. Final section. Dig Game's gonna turn a profit for one.
Is there an item in the big chest?
Could be. He's heading that way.
Yeah, cool, Papa Bell. That is true. We didn't get to check King's Tomb yet, though. So it's possible that the flippers, which led to the boots, would have led to something there. But we'll never know until we see it.
Dragon getting thrown off the edge there. Jellyfish, or the red jellyfish. Rascal is back in the light world. Kakariko, he's probably heading... No, he's going to check Sick Kid. Good idea.
Alright, let's see that asterisk.
1.5.
So that's good. That's fair. 1.5.
And Blue Cane not required, but nice to have, especially for the fight that Dragon is in if you run into trouble. And possibly useful for Ganon as well. But down he goes. We have our first crystal at 2813.
Red crystal, but that's all he got.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, the overall payoff not quite there for Dragon, so they're gonna have to take this back a bit. Rascal getting robbed by the thieves. High five action there. Dragon will be able to check the dig spot that Rascal couldn't because he's got the shovel, but otherwise they're essentially going to be repeating each other's actions at this stage. What happens after Hype Cave is where we might see a bit of a divergence.
People in chat are hoping Dragon finally makes a Zora play, and after this, he will probably have the money for it.
Yep, he's over 500 rupees now, and took all the money except the one that actually the final one, but nonetheless.
The question is then, when will he go to Pod? Because he'll need money for that guy, that little monkey.
Yeah, 110 rupees to pay off Kiki the monkey. Yeah. Well, on the other hand, he'll get 300 off of Sarsaparilla, so that will cover the cost there.
Mm-hmm. Now my spidey sense is tingling and telling me there's a lot of stuff in Pod.
Well, there's 5 items in Pod, so yeah, it's possible. And I like Cool Papa Bell's idea, Pendant Swamp, even though you can only do about half the dungeon.
Is the best dungeon, and hopefully it's there. Hopefully something's there.
Yeah. So there are choices for our runners here.
Shot left side of swamp. Let's go.
Left side of swamp. Yeah. Place nobody really wants to go to because it's a lot of work for 2 chests. And our tracker is saying that was game 1. Well, okay.
And they've already done it before. They know what it's like. They know it's a good move. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm 1 game late to my predictions.
Well, no, this time it's the bow.
Oh.
The dragon with 610 rupees can actually do everything, including pay off Zora and the monkey. But first, just a piece of heart on the Lake Hylia Island.
Ain't feeling that. What is the advantage to going up onto that island, seeing you don't want it, and then going back in the portal instead of just going all the way to Hobo in the light world?
I see what he's doing here. He's kind of double dipping here. This is kind of a convoluted way of checking everything, but if he's going that way up north toward the pyramid and take care of that, then catfish. I see what he's doing here. Yeah, this is a little convoluted, but yeah. See if he goes to Pod or he is going toward pyramid and catfish and ultimately Zora. So
that was a really cool move.
This is fairly creative. This is something you don't see very often, but it's going to work out pretty well for him. 3318 for Rascal. He is on the board with his first crystal. Now, let's see what he decides to do next. $50 on the pyramid. Dragon will actually take it. Good idea. Rascal is flush cash.
See if he'll do the big key chest in Skull.
Maybe. Alright, so we've seen most of this already from Rascal. The only things we did not see are Zora and Catfish. So Dragon is going to be not displeased with what he finds, but unless Catfish or Zora are holding something, could be stuck in a holding pattern here as far as major progression.
I didn't see what Rascalnicough got out of that chest. Did you see?
Nothing of consequence.
Right.
Oh. Just some bombs.
Compass, yuck.
Bombs. Bombs from the Catfish. So Dragonstrike now has red mail, so he's all set with that. Alright, so we're at 35 minutes, we're going to get our first Zora check. And another fine life lesson from Zora. Either that, or he's secretly been a terrorist bomb maker.
What would the life lesson be? Don't buy things from fish?
Yeah. Caveat emptor. Yeah, we already knew that. Key in the big chest. He did, Dragon did not check big key chest skull, and neither is Rascal. He's probably did north checks out, north dark world checks. So looks like Dragon gonna check lumberjack. Yes, he is.
See the required agate. Let's see it. Come on.
I think that was a hard. No, that'd have been a roundabout way of making agate required, but so it looks like Dragon is. What's he doing? It looks like he's going to
Bombos and Swamp?
It looks like he's going for Swamp.
Yes.
Well, let's see what Rascal can actually check King's Tomb, which Dragonstrike could not because he didn't have boots at the time.
It would honestly be this or Pod.
Yeah. Dragon's also going to check Bombo's tablet. Hard container in King's Tomb. Could be just couch cash.
If you find the hook shot, you can finish Swamp, and then you get the green pendant, and then you can take the green pendant in as you go do Pod.
Right. So Dragon is actually
the big brain. Oh man, I'm just another monkey typing. I don't know what's going on.
Dragon is going to take a dip into desert. 2 items here. Do everything except finish it. Unless he finds a fire source.
Dragon has made all of us look weird. We've all been like, oh, he's gonna do this now, and then he doesn't do it. Oh, he's gonna do this now, and then he doesn't do it.
Yeah.
An Enigma playstyle.
Yeah, and boots are required to finish this dungeon, now that that's confirmed. Check this dungeon.
Rascalnicough is gonna check Zora after this. He's gonna be pretty disappointed.
And none of us like those life lessons with the cruel message as the moral of the story. So far, Dragon's coming up empty here. Last chance before he has to nope out of here. And unfortunately, nothing there. So it's Swamp or Pod. Both of them can only be partially completed.
Only one of them is required, and that one is Pod.
Correct. So then the question is, which do you like more? Which do you think has higher probability of paying off?
I think Chad is right. Spike Cave is the secret answer.
Yeah. With Dragon's gonna check out Sarsaparilla. Nice little swag there from Rascal. Ruining the grove while he's at it.
Is that what you call pruning? You must have, like, incredible landscaping skills.
Rascal. Looks like he is also eyeing East Pod. It's Dragon is going in. So, small key will allow them to progress a little farther into the dungeon. Get a fair amount of checks out of the way. Right side closed off for the moment.
Oh, thanks for the feedback, T-Rex. I appreciate that.
So, just a blue sword for Dragonstrike. He's out of there.
I'm gonna be pretty disappointed in a few minutes when he sees that this was a waste of time. Where's the play? Is chat correct? Swamp? Is it Ether Tablet? Is it Spike Cave? Or is it something even bigger of brained that I have not thought of?
Well, yeah, I like Bombos and Ether. It's like
neither of them checked the top chest in Hera, right? The big key could totally be there.
They went one chest and then they stopped. Rascal is gonna glitch out the door here. Allow himself to proceed. Bombos was checked. Nobody checked Ether. And yes, Hera might be firelocked. Keys, there for, Rascal. Golf shot there by Rascal.
That was nice. I give that one a 9 out of 5.
Yeah. So Rascal is gonna go against the logic, so to speak. And,
Mega is not still possible. That guy is hella dead. Not literally, but logically.
Yeah. Compass. Didn't see what item number 2 was, but no.
Got a big key, and that's about it.
Yeah.
I don't know key logic in this dungeon, so he didn't need to check that down, the safe way, right?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, that's true, Cool Papa Bell. It's like when you have those early checks now, if you find something big there, then you might start sweating, saying, "Yo, Rascalnicough might have done this already."
Yeah. Last check here. The hook shot for Rascal. Wow.
It's a big deal.
Damn. It was bow lock. Ravis is correct. It is bow locked. So
Nothing feels as good as a mirror bunk. That's a good way to feel good.
yeah. So Rascal is doing. I think he realized there were a few things he didn't check pod that he could still do.
Oh, and on Dragon's side, we saw that Hera items are fire locked.
Okay, so that's out. So Hera is out. Looks like Dragon might be going for Spike Cave.
Yeah, let's see that bow.
Well, that'd be something if it's Spike Cave. Ten arrows in Spike Cave. Rascal got caught again.
It's a point where I'd like to throw my controller. I hate mirror bunking.
True. Yeah, it's looking like Swamp is indeed the answer. Rascal is avoiding Swamp. He's going to Desert now. Fortunately, this could nullify Rascal's advantage, especially if Bo ends up being in Swamp.
It'll make this very interesting if Rascal goes to Swamp, because then he'll be able to finish Swamp while Dragon's finishing Pot.
Yeah.
This is the grand finals match we all wanted. This is what we came to see, and we all paid for this, right?
Yes, of course. Rascal underway in Desert. Dragon about to enter Swamp Palace. He can only do half of it.
As most of our runners are paying for it. You guys keep talking about this logic person. They sound like a very mean person.
Tell ya. Run into that guy in a dark alley.
It's true, Quiz. Well, they did pay for it with blood, sweat, and tears. That's why they're there, and we're here to criticize everything they do.
My blood, sweat, and tears went into this ring. What? Metaphorical.
The first time I heard about like blood, sweat, and tears was in like that Matilda movie forever ago. I was like, yo, that's gross. There's like blood, sweat, and tears in that cake. Not cool. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I remember that. Rascal looks like he's going to Gina. He hasn't done that. Dragon through what? I think Rascal's a little out of sorts here or something.
He's fighting for his life. He's fighting for the championship.
There's Fire Rod.
Oh boy. Open out.
Dragon has seen enough. He is out of there. Dragon is heading straight back to Desert. He is going to try and get his second red crystal. So that makes
Rascal wants nothing to do with Swamp. This will be a quick end. He'll go. He'll see Ether's nothing. He'll go see Hera's Firelocked. And then maybe he'll check Spike Cave and be like, "Yo, I got no choice, but I gotta go to the water park."
Dragon picking up a little bit of magic. We're actually getting our first look at Ether.
I think Dragon checked this, didn't he?
Did he?
When he was up here.
Oh, I must have missed it. Yeah, sorry.
You saw it and just didn't care because it didn't matter.
Yeah. So Dragon is going to get his second crystal momentarily. Rascal's in Tower of Hera. He's going to find out it's fire locked. And
knowledge where you can hook shot to the hint tiles. Fun to see.
What? Oh, I see. He's trying to glitch it. Think.
How what he's doing? I thought he was just running back and forth out of frustration.
I don't know what. Okay, there it is.
There it is.
So we know. So Dragon guns through 52-47 for Dragon, second crystal. Just $50 for Rascal taking down Trolldorm. And Dragon has opened game up. He has found Titan's Mitt, is in the driver's seat. Misery Mire requires it requires Ether, but nonetheless.
And I looked away to look at what Rascalnicough was doing, and I missed the Titan's Miss, and now Dragon's finding the lamp. Man, all the big moments are happening now.
Yeah, in a big way. Dragon, oh, it is Bombos, excuse me. You're right. So, Rascal is... Dragon is going to clean out the, I think Rascal is finally committed to his fate and is going to take care of swamp. The one good thing for Rascal is he can do the whole dungeon. So he'll get his second crystal here. But by then, Dragon could have as many as 4, or could have as many as 4. Well, actually, no, he can't. But he'll have at least 3 because. Oh, that's right. You're right. Swamp is a pendant. Excuse me. But
Look, this isn't over yet. There could be a bow on green pendant, and that'll be huge for Rascal. And the other bow could be in Ganon's tower. I mean, that's a big deal.
yeah, true.
Oh, good point.
Hookshot is bow locked, so bow. Well,
oh, Bombos. Bombos green pendant. Get what I'm saying? This isn't over until it's over.
Quick and easy kill for Dragonstrike on Mothula. Gets second bottle. The crystal number 3 at 5610. Now, he has both red crystals. Is it worth it?
Oh. I have no reasoning behind that no, but I'm going with no.
No? I mean, it worth considering, if nothing else, whether or not it pays.
What is he gonna go do right now? Where's he going? Oh, he could do the whole Smith chain and all that.
Yep, that's a good move by him.
Those hammer dash strats are like a godsend.
Yeah. Ooh, a red sword. Pegs. That's a nice find. That's gonna make Ganon a lot easier. There's Fire Rod for Rascal.
Yeah, keep it going.
No, he's leaving.
No! If you're following his footsteps, you're already behind.
That's interesting. He's going for desert.
Town without hammer dash is terrifying. I feel like there's a joke there, but I don't feel like it's appropriate.
Oh, it isn't. Yeah. So, purple chest now for Dragon. Rascal underway. Gonna finish where he left off in desert earlier. $20 in the lunchbox.
Oh, that guy was saving that money for lunch, and you just took it. You opened his box and took it. That's not nice.
Looks like. Not sure what Dragon is doing. Oh, Dragon's going for red. Is going for red bomb, I think. Pay the $100 and find out if this is something big, and it could be.
Yeah, today is where your best red day. They have a red sword, a red shield, a red mail, red cane, red boots. They're decked out. I like that song about being blue and everything being blue, except they're really angry and only see red.
So, red bomb. Okay, so Pyramid Fairy check. Is this going to pay off?
Good rupee?
Not even a little
Blue
bit.
bombs. See, I said no forever ago. I knew what was going on.
Yeah, you did.
Smart man over here on the mic.
There's the Titan's mitts for Rascal, and he's like, dude, really?
That laugh was because of you. He got his palm red. He didn't step into the fortune teller yet, but he probably will get his palm red.
Looks like Dragon is gonna do some Dark Death Mountain checks. Can't do all of them unless he knows hovering.
I think Ravis in chat said that he does not know hovering.
Oh.
Shot.
Hookshot was big chest. Palace of Darkness. So, Dragon is going to be able to at least get a look at what opens Turtle Rock, and actually he can go in there for a little bit and do most of it. Can't finish it, but unless he finds Ice Rod in there. And he has Quake, so open sesame.
Something cool looking about Shadow taking out a sword and slamming it into the ground and creating an earthquake. Something about that looks pretty...
Yeah.
I don't know.
That is a pretty memorable visual. Dragon is now... can do... one check in Hookshot Cave, and he actually get the powder while he's at it if he wishes. $20. I don't know. Looks like, yeah, he is going to go for the powder. That's a good idea. Nice to have an insurance policy.
If he doesn't check the rest of the chests, Rascalnicough is about to. I wonder what's in there. It can't be the bow. Or it can be a bow, but it would have to be a second one because we need the bow to get to the hookshot, as we've said in chat like 5 times. One of which because of me.
Right. So there's the powder. Yeah, not required, but nice to have. Bunny Cave. Well, there's a drug deal in our future.
It is canon that Link loves Doritos. Typically has red hands.
Yeah. So, Dragon. Turtle Rock. Rascal is going to check Hookshot Cave. The other 3 chests holding.
Oh, Rascal, what is it? Let's see it.
Heart. Bloomerang.
New to this game.
Coming up empty.
Just heard that that losing sound and from The Price is Right go through my head.
Yeah. It's not too far off, unfortunately. That pretty much erased one major potential advantage there.
The horn, exactly.
Oh, Momo.
Your minigame?
Well, Bleeding Hearts, if it's the cliffhanger game, we need yodeling.
I think when you sign up to be a commentator, they specifically ask you not to yodel. So I will not be yodeling.
Ooh, Riot Shield, wow, Rascal saying, I don't want that.
Would break up his attire.
Yeah, I guess. It's all red all the time, but, the Shield of Lag. Big key for Dragonstrike, continuing to delve deeper into Turtle Rock. Rascal's gonna do off Skull Woods. Even the score at 3-3 on the crystals, but in terms of the long-term advantage, it remains with Dragonstrike right now, even though he's missing the hook shot. Bow pops up anywhere, that's gonna swing it completely in Dragonstrike's favor.
He certainly has the lead right now.
Yes. There it is.
Oh boy.
That's huge. Bo. Commentator's blessing. Yes, enjoy it while you still can. Bo isn't a guaranteed win, but yeah, it really puts if nothing else, Dragon now can do two more, can knock out 2 crystals in a heartbeat. He is going to carry on. He can actually do Mimic Cave now, which wasn't possible until a minute ago. Actually, yes, he could have. Never mind. I'm an idiot.
There are no red boys in this one.
Right. Completely spaced on that.
Man, I spaced the first hour of this race, so we're good.
$300 in Mimic Cave. Rascal getting crystal number 3. 107.58, but he is in a major hole right now, and I'm not sure what gets him out of this.
I honestly don't know either. Since he decided to pretty much go right in Dragon's footsteps, follow right behind him.
I mean, kind of thinking aloud, perhaps Ice Rod being an Ice Palace would be one way to do it, but who the hell would want that to be a possible solution?
Me, I hate that place. I hate everything about that place. Hey, you guys are mean.
Ice Rod anywhere other than Turtle Rock would at least give would give Rascal some breathing room.
Is it Ice Rod for Go Mode?
Ice Rod and Bombos.
Yes.
Bombos is still out there somewhere.
I want a pizza party too. Everyone wants a pizza party. I've yet to meet a person that does not want a pizza party.
3 checks, nothing there. Last chance. Ether.
Oh, so close.
So yeah, so Dragon 2 items for go mode. So while he couldn't finish off finish off Turtle Rock, is
Would have
certainly
been
going to be able
ridiculous.
to. Actually, I thought
That was
he.
Bombos. That would have been something else.
Yeah. Surprised he didn't just go into the Dark World and set up the double, but okay, sure. Yeah, it's like a little surprised by that, but okay. Rascal, I think, can do Magic Bat, which Dragon could not. Time.
Just based on when they did each thing.
Yeah. Magic Bat, anybody?
Oh, Bleeding Hearts. I'm allergic to pineapple too. That's crazy. I haven't yet to meet someone
There's
else.
the Ice Rod. It's Magic Bat. Oh. Wow, what a find for Rascal. All just like that, he is back in this.
He can now finish Turtle Rock in one go.
Yes, he can. How soon he gets there.
Yeah, Dragon could do it. He just has to, you know, do it.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's got to do it. You know, So, yeah, Rascal reads the tea leaves perfectly and is on his way TR, and he's going to be one item from go mode after it's done here. So,
what does he have left after that?
In terms of... Okay, so...
Oh yeah, finishing Swamp.
Dragon gets crystal number 4 at 112.14, so he's back on top there. Rascal's heading into the Turtle Rock. Dead Rocks allow him. Now he's going to take care of the other half of the equation. He's going to finally get his hook shot, which has eluded him for a while because Rascal was able to glitch the game into getting him said hook shot about a half hour before he should have.
We have all the items at a pod. Could Helmasaur have the Bombos medallion?
Hey, could. I mean, no reason why not.
Jasper's point in chat. I don't know if we got all the Turtle Rock items either. Maybe Trinex has it too.
Yeah.
There was another item on Helma. There are a lot of weird ways this could play out.
Yeah, sure. So Rascal, because he has hook shot, can do some of this a little faster than Dragon could. That's kind of been the one thing that Rascal's had going for him, is there have been some things that he's been able to do faster than Dragon because of the order that he's done them in. He had boots a lot sooner than Dragon did, and he had hook shot for a half hour or more than Dragon did. So that's kind of kept him in this. And now he's got Ice Rod, which will allow him, as we stated, to do a one run through Turtle Rock. It's 2 to 3 minutes, but that's 2 to 3 minutes you'd rather not spend, obviously.
Obviously.
Right. for someone like Rascal, you know, this is, in terms of overall routing, yeah, it is still very much Dragon's race to lose, but the appearance of the Ice Rotted Magic Bat does give Rascal an opening. Bow for Rascal, so he's got everything he needs now. Race is on.
Yeah, there are a lot of possibilities, a lot of potentialities.
Yeah, there are a few things he
What
also.
will happen?
There's a few other places he hasn't checked, like, for example, King's Tomb. He couldn't check it at the time because he didn't have boots.
He hasn't turned in his mushroom yet, right?
He hasn't turned in his mushrooms, so again, little drips here and there could add up. But there's the hook shot. Now, Rascal is going to check Mimic Cave now.
Trinex had an item. I don't think so, because on Dragon's tracker, looks like he checked everything.
Okay. Rascal going to continue on. Dragon's about to finish off Palace of Darkness, get crystal number 5, put him up probably 5-3 before Rascal finish TR. But see how this plays out. This is very interesting indeed.
It's crazy how this stuff plays out now. Like when you were a kid and you played through Turtle Rock, this dungeon was really hard and scary. But now, and watching people just blow through it in 2 minutes, it's like, what a task.
Yeah, it's like we've done it often enough now. It's like, Rando has kind of made it like, whatever. Alright, so Laser Bridge now for Rascal. Dragon gonna take 7 whack to Thor's mask. You got
do anything 400 times, it gets easy enough.
I hope so. Down go. Okay, well that's not so bad for Rascal. Down goes Helmasaur, and it's Bombos.
Wow. If Rascal goes there next, he's in go mode.
Yeah. And I can't imagine he wouldn't.
I don't have theme music yet, but it's something I'm thinking about. Unrelated to the stream. This is a race. This race has got it going on right now.
Oh, he just missed on the timing with the last strike on the Firehead, and now he better use that blue bottle like now.
Hang in there, man.
Okay, whew. Lucky for Rascal there. That could have ended very badly. That would have put him in the box. Okay, so Crystal at 119.38 for Rascal. So he's got a down 5-4, but because of the way this is shaping up, he's got a chance to blow this wide open.
Or really close it down pretty narrow, because he knows exactly what he needs to do.
And he's already done almost all of Eastern and almost all of Pod.
Here he goes.
That was the one thing Dragon didn't go to Pod until 5 minutes ago. Those of you hoping for a big-time finish here in Game 2 of this tournament, you're getting your wish.
What would a grand finals match be without 3 games? Come on.
I tell you. Rascal's going to do Eastern first. Makes sense. Dragonstrike is up 1-0. Question for chat. Yeah, Dragonstrike, the top seed in the tournament, was victorious in Game 1. Rascal is the 22 seed out of 56. Further proof that anybody can win these things. There's the big key.
It's not too bad.
Dragon's going for it, it looks like. Or, well, no, where are those? Well, there's silvers, so that's a nice find for Dragon, and it's something Rascal might not come up with.
He might come up with it because he might check that before he goes into that next room.
He might. Depends on the routing. Oh, Rascal about to take down the Armus Knights. Okay, there's the 2 items for Dragon. So in terms of routing, that actually worked out pretty well for him. But yeah, because Rascal is almost certainly going to be in go mode when he takes on, when he goes into Mire, he might, skip a fair amount of Mire, especially routes the way we think he is. So 122.51 for Rascal. They're knotted up at 5 on the crystals.
There will be a Game 3 should Rascal win this.
Yes. And yes,
you got that right, Chad.
Ice Rod was at Magic Bat. Rascal's already done everything in this dungeon except the end. When he takes down Helmasaur King, he will officially be in go mode. Oh, he almost got it again with the little golf shot there. Ooh, Dragon got a little ahead of himself there. He's gonna have no trouble with Vitreous with silvers. This will be a very quick fight. He's gonna go with the sword strats. Okay, there it is. We got rocked by the lasers, but two silvers, and that does it. So, Dragon, 1 crystal away from finishing this off. 124.23.
Just needs that Ice Rod.
That does beg the question, when does he go to Magic Bat? That, as an answer, that's not exactly a given. We'll see what he decides. Uh-oh, I think he's got it.
Getting the right. He's making that turn. This will be helpful for him because he'll finish T-Rock and pop out right at GT.
Yeah.
Plus, he already has the silvers.
Yeah, so Dragon, making the gut call here, is now in go mode at 125.28.
Rascal is now in go mode at 125.36. He has a whole mire. Oh, he has to go through mire, however long it takes him.
So 6-6 on the crystals. Dragon still has to do Mire, does to do Turtle Rock. Unfortunately, he's got to do backtrack through the whole thing to get there, so that's going to take a little time. Rascal's on, well, heading straight for Misery Mire again. He has go mode, so this won't take as long, but he's going to miss out on silvers as a result, unless his routing goes a little differently than we think it does. By no means a done deal, but that Dead Rock is not helping Dragon any.
That's rough.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing that could lose you a race and you'll just flip chairs, flip tables.
Are we speaking from experience here?
Oh, I suck too much to get that close to someone. Put it this way, guys. This tournament's been going on since the beginning of December. I've been out of this tournament since the first week of December. A good few months for everyone else.
Wow. Suddenly I don't feel so bad for making it all the way to mid-January.
No, you shouldn't. While we're on the topic, guys, when you have a chance, give these two a follow on Twitch. They're playing the race of their lives right now for you guys to see.
Yeah, absolutely. The two very fine competitors. And while you're at it, yeah, you can give us a follow to Benny Burrito and Pro A007 and our excellent tracker, Tomotalk13.
Let's give a shout out to our tracker. He's keeping us honest. You know, without him,
Yeah.
we're flying blind. I'm half paying attention to this thing. You know what I mean? I'm sewing with one hand, knitting with the other, and then kind of looking at the race. Rascal.
Yep. He's
Oh boy.
Yeah, he's going straight for it. And yeah, unfortunately that's going to hurt him. It's not fatal, but it's not great. We've still got some variables to consider here for the final run here. Yeah, the left-right gamble. Does it pay off? How clean is the Ganon fight?
You got Easter on your mind. My mom's name is Bunny.
Dragon having a little trouble with Trinext here. few extra shots. So, Dragon is going to be the first 7 crystals.
Not by much, but he will already be on the mountain, which is kind of a big deal.
Right. That's about an extra minute. So 1:30:06 for Dragonstrike. Puts him at 7 crystals. All right. You know what that means.
Start up a game, right? Isn't there a game for this?
I believe there's something to that effect, yes. Alright, get your guesses in. You have a 1 in 22 chance of being right. What chest is it going to be? And for the sake of cruelty, I will say 22.
I haven't been paying attention. I want to put in one that has not yet been chosen.
So we got a 22 crystal. We got 22 chests. Well, 21 chests and 1 item, but you get the idea. So, what's it going to be? What has got the big key?
16's got it. Trust me,
16.
I know.
Alright, here we go. Dragon. Check item. Chest number 1. It is a small key, so nothing there. Stick to the left side for the moment. Two,
3, 4, 5. I'm just counting really slow. Oh, and that's chest number 5.
So yeah, so 5 up, 5 down. Dragon heading right side now.
6, 7.
Continue with the right side checks. Rascal about to enter GT. Does he go against his normal strats and does something completely out of the ordinary or stick to his tried and true methods? Looks like he's going right side here.
The dragon's just getting bodied.
Yeah. Eight, 9,
And 11.
Halfway there, he's got nothing. Dragon is going to continue with is going to go back left side. Rascal is
Also doing left side, it looks like.
yeah, or at least he's admitting to it. Noping out of there. So they kind of got them going and got them doing the same thing, but different, but just slightly differently. Took the order. That 12?
Can't count that high.
It's 12. Okay.
Thanks, bro. Oh, thanks, Ridley.
Thanks, Ridley. Yeah. Pink Magician versus Dark Magician. Oh, somebody's gonna be pulling out some conjuring here.
ALTTPR means a link to the past randomizer. As this is Zelda, a link to the past. And it's randomized.
13 coming up. Lucky 13 coming up. Rascal having a little trouble with the Gibdos, just giving him the business.
Really giving both of them the business today. Those guys have a block on their shoulder. Chip on their shoulder, whatever.
Yeah, something. So, here we go. 14, Gold Sword.
On 16. Oh, being the bottle hurts, man.
17. So is Rascal going to stick to right side? Is he going to go for it? No, he isn't. That's on. So we're down to 5 checks remaining. Bob's chest behind Armos, Ice Armos, and then of course everybody's favorite, chest 22.
And if you're feeling behind right now, it would have been awesome to see just a straight tile room play.
Yeah. Tile room. Alright, Bob. No. 4 checks remaining.
Tile room is typically the last check, and it is the last check because it takes forever. And then you have to wait for all these tiles to come at you. Hopefully you'll get to see it in a moment.
Alright, moment of truth. Is it tile room? Or is it here? 19 is the big key. Congratulations to Nif Boy.
Nif Boy or Knife Boy? Knife Boy. Nif Boy or Knife Boy?
So does Nif, but happy to be corrected on that.
If it's a nifty. Okay. I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Not very sorry.
Alright. So Dragon in the driver's seat. Now it's his race to lose at this point. We head into the final stages of the match.
It's gonna require a fall. A couple of them probably for Dragon to.
A couple, yeah, because of silvers that. Although I'm sure Rascal is more than capable of handling Silverless Ganon in terms of speed. Dragon is in the gauntlet, beginning of the gauntlet now on the 4th floor. Yeah, an Ice Armos fight is going to take a little longer for Rascal because of silver. But had really no trouble at all. He actually does check the 2 remaining chests. Gets red boomerang and an extra key, but that's it. Landmole is 1 cycle for Dragonstrike. He is done with the 4th floor.
Moving on up, quite literally.
Yeah.
The Spike taking a block.
Rascal's got to be a little careful here. He's burning up his arrows. Okay, he's fine. Had to be a little cautious here because the Spike's actually got a couple in the first room. So about almost 2 floor difference between the 2 runners. Dragon picking up an extra key there to finish off final rooms.
You don't know, chat. I mean, word has it that Ganon has been like oiling up the last bridge to the Triforce, and if Dragon takes a slip, that's it.
Last chest, is he going to check it? No, he has no interest in that. Rascal gold sword. Easily mow through. Missed a 2-cycle there. Oh, he missed again.
I don't know how I feel about that, Ridley. Thank you. Don't get me started on the corporations. The 1% of Ganon's minions that have taken all the rupees from the poor Kakariko populace.
Ooh. Dragon have a little trouble here in Agate 2 finally drops him at about 140.20. Here we go, home stretch. Final 2 minutes of the game. Yes. Dragonstrike, the 1 seed of the tournament, slam the door here and win the Challenge Cup. Got burn up his blue potion there to that. Phase 2 for Ganon. Down to his last bomb, too. Did break the wall. That'd have been embarrassing if it didn't.
Wall is like the end of the gauntlet. That thing can be such a pain. And that I do say from experience.
Yeah. That's off Troll Dorm 2. One more jump for Dragonstrike. Pretty good draw there. Gets the torch glitch.
This is it. He's coming in. What is he thinking? What's going through his head right now as he finishes this fight to get his championship? I don't even know.
Oh.
But that's it, folks. It's really slippery.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, he made it. He made it. Get your GGs in chat.
Finishes. Wins the title with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 42 minutes, 15 seconds. GG's, Dragonstrike1988.
Good game.
Yes, indeed.
That was fitting for a championship match, I will say.
I think so, yeah. That was came down to one choice. One choice decided this.
I feel satisfied. I hope all of you feel satisfied.
We welcome our two fine competitors, Rascalnicough and our champion, Dragonstrike1988. GG's, guys.
GG's, dudes.
GG, Dragonstrike.
How you guys feeling?
I feel like I died in the seat in real life. Holy moly.
It was quite a race the whole way through. Both of you had a decisive lead at one time or another because of the way the items turned out in this seed. You both were holding items the other one needed for a long time.
Yeah. My brain kind of stopped working at some point. I think I got frustrated from not finding progression, and I knew I had like that hook shot out of logic from Pod, and for some reason I thought Swamp was out of logic and I couldn't go there, so I avoided it forever. So I'm a little disappointed that my judgment was a little clouded today, but still I think my execution was okay. So Dragonstrike must have run a pretty good race.
Well, that hook shot kept you in the lead actually for a while because it took Dragon a long time to find it. Because of the way things ended up working out, you were able to do a one cycle on Turtle Rock and Dragon not
I
time.
kind of figured that was my my only chance, and it ended up being close from what I see from the restream, but not close enough.
Yeah. And Rascal is finishing up officially here to bring it on home, finishing with an official SRL time of 1:45:05. So that actually brings me to my big question, Dragon. You finish Misery Mire for your 6th crystal. What compelled you to go to the Magic Bat to get your Ice Rod?
I mean, I was hoping at that point, if it's behind the hookshot and in Swamp, I lost probably, so that it hopefully not be in Swamp or in Ice or in Hera, all of that stuff.
Okay, because Rascal had that for a while, and was actually able to go 4, 5, and 6 Turtle Rock, Eastern, and Pod, knotted up at 6, and bring it to really close. So, but the one advantage you picked up as a result of that, because you did a full clear on Meyer, you got the silver.
Yep, that was pretty much the only good thing in Mire, but it helped a lot, I guess.
Yeah,
Without those silvers, it would have been even closer than it has been. But I still question if Rascal would have gotten the W. That's like
well,
meta thought.
No, I
but
think
it's
it would
like,
have been about 20 or 30 seconds difference probably. I think
yeah,
Dragonstrike is well in
I
the
mean,
lead.
yeah, there were a lot of other little things, but in terms of the routing and execution, both of you actually took quite different approaches to this, and it was pretty interesting to see how it all played out. I mean, Rascal, you had the boots for a long time before Dragon did, so
Oh,
that really
really?
helped
I
you
don't
move
remember.
around a lot more efficiently than Dragon. Dragon didn't get them until I think about the 40-minute mark or so.
Yep, that felt pretty awful, not gonna lie.
I hate that feeling.
But no, it was a really terrific race, and it, but like I said, both of you guys really did a really good job, kind of doing very different things with your routing. I thought it was quite interesting to see how both of you took very different paths and still ended up less than 3 minutes apart when it was all said and done.
If it's worth anything to you guys, you gave all of us a show, so you have that to feel good about.
Yeah, I think we've played a lot of Link to the Past Randomizer. I don't know how much more I could play, to be honest.
Yeah, and you know, uh, for you, Rascal, and you took down some big names on your path to the finals to get here. Was still overall a satisfying experience for you.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I actually wasn't gonna join this tournament, and then somebody in my stream decided to tell me, or told me that I should start racing. And I tried to qualify for the tourney. Those were my first races. They didn't go so well, the main tourney. But getting into the Challenge Cup, I think I found my groove, and I've
Yeah,
improved a lot just from racing over and over again. I've learned a lot about the game, and I've improved a lot. So it's been fun. I've learned a lot, and
good,
I'm grateful for the interactions that I've had, especially.
sure.
A
And
wholesome way to end the tournament.
yeah, Dragon, you being the one seed, being chalk the whole way through. Was that kind of like was that a little bit of added pressure for you to like sort of live up to it, or did you kind of like whatever, it's like play my matches?
I mean, I knew most of the guys, so it was okay to be the number 1 seed, but I felt more like Dracarys should be the number 1 seed in this tourney. I mean, you know him, we know him, everyone knows him. He's
No,
Yeah.
crazy good.
sorry.
that's the way it's the way rando goes sometimes. You know, we've all been there. I think, if not in this, but in other randos, like, one ball bounces one way for one player and it bounces another for the other player, and just got to kind of roll with it and hope for the best.
Yeah, gravity, man. It's rough.
There was a long discussion about gravity at one point in chat. Gravity, thou art a cruel mistress.
How about you guys in chat? You guys in chat have any questions for our champ and our champ runner-up?
Oh, okay.
I don't know. That competition seems to get better. I haven't been playing so long, but it seems to think that competition just seems to get stiffer and stiffer with every year. So I don't know what to expect come next.
Wait.
It's fine, thank you.
I just realized that no viewers could hear me. Because I was muted.
Yeah, I could hear you. You did great.
I know, they can hear me in Discord. I gotta repeat all that for people in Discord, so I apologize. Gotta thank the admins of Alazun, Receded Door, Ruby Dragon, which is me, Tresco, Fajita Knight, Seto, and Zealous. ZSR, obviously, for restreaming most of our matches, including our semifinals and finals. And also gotta thank Go Mode Podcast. That'd be Amaranth, Umaga,
Girl.
Death Girl, and other names I'm sure I'm forgetting. Thank you guys for also restreaming. Our runners, especially our champion Dragonstrike, our second place Rascalnicough. Again, don't run this next year. Be in the main tournament. Do that.
You need to give us losers a better chance. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. All of the commentators, trackers, restreamers, Manny Burrito, Proa, our finals commentators for today. Combo Talk, our tracker for what must be like half of the matches.
Pretty much,
along
yeah.
with Linker's wife. Anybody else who I might have forgotten to thank? I'm sorry. We're not.
Ruby Dragon.
Yeah. We're not done yet. We have a bronze match starting on Tuesday. That will be between Scrub Casual and Quiz Bowl. They're playing for the right for third place in the tournament. But I think with that, we're gonna wrap up our finals. Unless anyone has anything else I want to toss in, Dragonstrike.
There's one question in chat. What are your thoughts on the tourney overall? So let's start with you, Rascalnicough. What were your thoughts on the tourney overall?
It's a lot less scary than I thought it would be. This is my first tournament. This is my first foray into competitive rando playing, and it was it was just fun. There's pressure, but you get used to it, and you kind of embrace it after a while. I feel like I got pretty lucky. I played some pretty good people, and I came up on top of them. But had I lost, I still would have had a good time.
You heard it here, guys. If you're thinking about joining a tournament, feel no, I don't know, animosity or whatever, just join the tournament. It's going to be great. You'll have a good time no matter what happens. Do it.
My thoughts on the tournament is that it's exhausting to run one of these.
Yeah,
that's fair. There's a lot of overhead that goes into this.
Oh my god. I gotta thank also Synac, who I did not thank on stream. Synac runs the back end for most of the community with his Sarasha bot. Without Synac, I don't think any of the tournaments would run well.
Dragonstrike, what did you think of the tournament?
I mean, tourneys are always fun, but also pretty stressful, not gonna lie. But it's always nice to race against people you know, race a lot, talk to each other, all of that stuff. And I really hope that we will see Rascal a lot more in the future, like joining other races and stuff.
That's one of my goals for this year.
Yeah. So you're brand new, aren't you, Rascal? So you got.
Yeah, I'm a baby.
You got very good, very fast.
I still have a lot to
times I
learn.
can't get to the bracket round in my own tournament. So it's what you got is kind of special.
Thanks. I just want to thank everybody watching and thanking everyone who organized it, thanking everyone who pushed me to race and everybody who's let me lurk in their stream, like Wayne and Coy and Dunka and Zelga, all those guys. I've learned a lot from, more veteran runners being willing to teach me about the game. I think that's a really cool part of Rando, and I hope a lot more runners are willing to do that.
Oh yeah, I love this community. If you want to join yourself and you're listening, check out the ALTTPR randomizer Discord. I'll provide a link in the chat. That's an open one.
Again, for all of you in chat, one last time, please be sure to follow our runners, follow our commentators, follow me, follow the tracker. Yeah, it's been a good time hanging out with all of you. So thanks again for staying and watching.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. As a reminder, on Tuesday we're gonna start the bronze match for this tournament. That should be wrapping up, and that will be the last final match for this tournament. I promise. It's a best of 3.
Hey, 3-month tournament? That's pretty good. That's pretty good tournament late.
Yep, that does not feel like 3 months to me. All right, and with that, we are gonna sign off. So thank you, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks, guys.